if you have 5 members, 10 members in your family, 8 members in your family, 4 members in your family, and everybody in the family doing business, but nobody's doing business with each other, that's a curse. You have to solve the contradictions in your life, or your life is going to be chaotic. It's going to drive you crazy. You have to solve the contradictions. What up, though, family? It's your man's T the Shirt Guy here for WeAreT4T.com, and this is Cloth Talk. Talking about generational curse. Yeah, I'm breaking the generational curse. Okay. Most of the times when you hear somebody talking about generational curses and I'm finna break the generational curses, mostly from a place of bravado. It's ego talking. It's to say whatever I'm finna do, I'm finna be the first one to do it. And they saying whatever that I'm doing that they wasn't doing, that was the curse. But if you ask them, what was the generational curse? You know what I'm saying? What was it? What was it that you and your family was been going through that's been holding them back that you finna implement and add now and change the whole trajectory of where your family is headed? And they not finna have no answer for that. They're gonna ask you, what you mean? Go deeper. They're gonna say, specify what you mean. Okay then. If it need to be specified, then we need some context to the shit. Don't be speaking so high and mighty with that little statement. Yeah. I'm breaking the family curse. Well, the curse of the generational curse that plagued your family was disconnection. Only thing I can see from each generation, and if it is the family value and the family structure being breaking up, that's the generational curse. If you're not doing nothing during your time frame and the time that you're here with the ability, with the intentions to move the family forward, you ain't doing nothing but perpetuating the curse. You at least letting it flat pass on to the next generation. Without communication, I'm trying to tell you, the disconnect between one generation to the next generation is the curse. That's the curse. How can you beat that? How can you beat that if you have 5 members, 10 members in your family, 8 members in your family, 4 members in your family, and everybody in the family doing business, but nobody's doing business with each other? That's a curse. You have to solve the contradictions in your life, or your life is going to be chaotic. It's going to drive you crazy. You have to solve the contradictions. The words that you speaking on your mouth when you talking that unity. I got a lot of people that do podcasts, TV shows. They working on movies, and some of them got their social media influencers and whatnot, content creators. And their biggest message, when they want to feel like they speaking on the issues, is that they want to tell the community what it needs. We need to come together. What's wrong with our children? But when I see their behavior is contradictory to what they speaking out their mouth. And if you don't solve the contradictions in your life, you will go into chaos. You may already be in it.
You feel me? All the niggas that had an organization shit, nigga, they in level 5, maximum security. You ain't gonna never see them niggas no more.
Dang. Dang.
Some shit like that.
That's big guy. Let me talk to you. You have to solve the contradictions in your life. You have to be able to walk it like you talk it, and talk it with a bravado as an example and whatever. But listen, I had to learn that lesson. I had to live out that truth and learn that lesson. Now I knew that my past life was what it was. I'm not ashamed of it. I accept that. I took accountability for all the decisions that I made in that time and in that life. I knew that I was making a transition. I knew that I had went into legal business. I knew that those that was still in that life, I should cut them all out. It's hard to cut them out because I grew with them and I knew them so long. I learned that lesson though. The lesson didn't come light. I had that lesson costed me my partner, costed me my man's life. For me to learn that lesson. Listen, you in this, you need to cut this out. Certain people that move certain type of ways ain't good for the direction that you headed in the future. Not for your business, not for and you are responsible for other people because you were in business with other people. So I had to learn the lesson because in 2020, Ken Yale, a nigga that I knew for almost 20 years, killed my partner, my brother, my main man, somebody I knew over 30 years. Someone I met in 1987. Real talk.
Them together inside his graphic t-shirt shop, Next Level Apparel on 8 Mile.
Next Level Customer Apparel, we do all their shirts, whatever she need, whatever you need to come holler at us. 8 Mile, and where we at? What, between Kelly and Hay.
It was in that shop Thursday night where Thaxton was working late and was shot to death. Police believe by Kenyell Brown. Thaxton's family is still in shock.
So I had to learn that lesson, and that was the hardest lesson I think I had to learn so far in life. And it came at a late date. You know, this came in my 40s, in my late 40s, and that's late in life for me to get this final lesson. And for this final initiation, for me to go through this last initiation to say, yes sir, nigga, it's a wrap. Whether you ready or not, that life is over with and this life is where it is. So, because I didn't solve that contradiction in my life, that contradiction came to a head and caused me to have to, whether I had it was no choice of mine, whether I had a choice or not. It caused me to redirect and push the plans and the intentions and my purpose forward. If you looking for your purpose, keep fucking up. You'll find it. Keep fucking up. You'll either be watching it on TV passing you by, you'll either be watching it through a jail cell, or you might just be having to be growing on the turf and be the turf for your purpose to grow. Trying to tell you some real shit, nigga. You could be dead, jail, and out of these people's mind, and your purpose will still serve itself.
Money on him. We do think he's just...
And Detroit police think robbery was the motive in last night's murder of Amir Thaxton. Colleagues say it was not unusual for Amir to be working late on a project at Next Level Custom Tees on 8 Mile near Gratiot on the city's east side. Amir also known for creating the brands Gorilla Hustle and Beautiful Hustle.
Every day, all our kids here, my kid, his 2 kids, the girls who work with us, they kids. Like, this is a family-oriented business. For a clown or whatever happened, for them to do them like this, like, it's gotta be hatred from somewhere. Like, I don't even get it.
Without solving that contradiction in my life, without getting these people, without getting that nigga King Yale out of my life in the time that I was supposed to, I kept him around long enough for his toxicity and the truth of that lifestyle and the mentality of that lifestyle. I kept him around long enough, too long, that his toxicity spilled into where I am and inside of my reality and inside the paradigm that I was creating with a whole new play and with a partner and everything. I got a family, he got a family. You know, his family has to move on without him. King Yale killed himself. He takes his own life inside of a day or two after the decision he made to kill my mans. I'm here to push solo. The mission is still the mission. It's even more clear But let me tell you something. In this game right here, your blessings come with pain. The lessons don't come easy. If you don't solve the contradictions in your life, you will continue to go into chaos until it drives you crazy.
Son rolled past in my car today and said he couldn't be here. His daughter. It's too much. His mama couldn't even be here.
Yeah.
Right past 70.
Down there on the motherfucking set, you know what it is. Listen, my nigga, if you conduct your business like you present your business, man, you get VIP passes to certain places, you know what I'm saying, because you a part of those particular movements.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like me and my brother right here, we a part of a particular movement. You see what I'm saying? So that means we present our business and we conduct our business the way we present our business, man. Staying tall on your shit, my nigga. You see what I'm saying? And always celebrate the small victories, my nigga. They serve as checkpoints in your life. You hear me?
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Al Nuke. You know what it is.
Got to give a big shout out to my nigga Al Nuke. That nigga been putting in serious work in this city for a long time. If you don't know, you about to know. That nigga really been putting in work, and I salute him for real. Him and Smoke. You know, Smoke been doing. I don't know them personally, but they been putting in a lot of good vibes into the city. You know what I'm saying? So far as you know, the negative and positive energy, them boys ain't putting out nothing but positive
energy. Every sense I know it.
It's your boy Rue, my nigga T Baby. Y'all already know it is. We'll be back in a minute, bitch.
Enemies wanna know you because they wanna keep you, but they can't. There's a tip boss that dangerous, you nigga. Don't know where I hang at. Tell them all where the power. With the miles on the top. They think it's for topping. You know it's the stop. It's popping. Y'all niggas ain't stopping shit. Independently on. Born out records. Tell a boy on the necklace. I roll with my niggas get high. With my niggas count stacks. With my niggas fuck hoes. With my niggas don't roll. With a nigga get high. With a nigga count stacks. With a nigga fuck hoes.
Discussions. What's going on YouTube? What I done figured out. What's happening on YouTube, what's happening on these social medias, that shit ain't real. Because when you look out here into the real world, 9 times out of 10, what's going on inside your real life, those discussions, they using words hypergamy, narcissist, you know, that's for them young people to be finding a new word for them to be arguing. We wasn't using that shit. We wasn't tripping about that shit. Those conversations, they got a conversation saying that a woman should be in a certain place and a man should be doing a certain this and high value this and high value that. But out here in the real world, we messing with who we want to mess with. 9 times out of 10, nigga, whatever the level that the caliber of female that you messing with, my nigga, whether she on the highest level or the lowest level, nigga, you gonna mess with her the way you gonna mess with her regardless. And you don't care if the mattress is on the floor, if she don't have a dresser or nothing, and if she got a gang of babies in there and no wash rags. Come on, man. In real life, like I'm telling my son, it don't matter. In real life, those complaints don't exist out here. So don't even trip on that little shit. Just real talk. Don't find yourself caught up, you know, in those conversations that's being had online. The ones that get you the most attention. Those are tactics. Their job is to create content and to bring traffic, bring views. It just so happens, you know, the normal conversations, we done had them so much, you got to add a little spice. So you got to start saying things like, listen, man, women need to stay in their place. That's going to catch you. They call that clickbait. So that's going to catch you. You looking at it, damn, what? Let me see what's going on. I just had an argument with this little female I'm messing with. But when you go on to the show, you'll see that the stance that whatever these guys is taking, that's not your stance. He's talking from a place of saying, yeah, I'm going to be a husband and blah, blah, blah. You know you don't want to be no husband. Come on, man. You know you don't want to be no husband. You know you don't want to be no daddy. You ain't got a problem with none of the shit that's going on in your life and it's working. And we know what's going on with the women. The women straight and we ain't got no complaints. Let's keep it 100. What you're going to always do is speak amongst the men on the quiet tip. Don't you find yourself mixing with those people on the social medias having that discussion about the gender wars unless you letting everybody know it's just entertainment. You know, it's just a little opinion. We having a little opinion. You know what I'm saying? We working out the details, blah, blah, blah. Don't act like that's your point that you making and that you living in that point that you making on social media. And don't get caught up in that shit. I was talking to my brother. I did an interview with Young Roo from Culture 313 and On the Couch podcast, right? I asked him that same thing. Listen, do you think that those people that's taking those positions online, do you think them people really mean that? Are they living that out in their life? Roo say, listen, tell you something, bro. 85-95% of that shit is fake. And I believe him and I ride with him on that. Man, listen, don't find yourself caught up in these social media topics like this finna be the lane and this finna be the principle and the path that you finna walk. And this finna align with your purpose. You telling yourself that a bitch need to bow down to you because you make $100,000. Find your purpose. Take pride in your grind, but find the lane that you can get strong in first. Do that. Stake your claim after you find your purpose. After you establish yourself, after you establish your brand, and after you yourself know what it is that you can develop and what you can bring to the table. It's pretty simple, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Thanks for checking out the show, Cloth Talk. I'm T the Shirt Guy. We are T4T.com. 1.